Even though several motions were filed, the judge may have made a decision in Ripple and SEC's never-ending lawsuit. Now, the big question is the same: where does this end? Keep watching the video until the end to find out more. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in, watch this new video as soon as possible. Welcome to our channel, where we talk about the latest news about XRP and the world of cryptocurrencies in general. If you're watching one of our videos for the first time, we'd like to give you a warm welcome. We want you to click the Notify Me button so you never miss a video. We're also letting you know that this channel is giving away 200 XRP. To have a chance of taking part, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment with the hashtag XRP. The winner will be announced on January 31st. Ripple and the SEC have been in court for 4 years, and the judge's final decision could be the end of the case. Reports say that both sides have filed a number of motions, with some being considered for a final decision and others being blocked, like when U.S. Defense Attorney James Fillon said that the regulator has filed a motion to stop Ripple's appraisal. Basically, the U.S. SEC wants to stop experts from testifying in defense of Ripple, saying that the experts' testimony isn't reliable and leads to wrong legal conclusions. Not only that, but the agency says that one of the experts is not qualified to give an opinion because he copied it from places like Ripple's blogs. In essence, the SEC is criticizing the qualifications and reputations of Ripple's experts and saying that they must be able to understand the topic at hand. In the same way, Ripple supporters had filed a written motion to get the SEC expert testimony and related exhibits taken out of the public record. Since the motions keep coming, John E. Deaton, an attorney who represents 75,000 XRP investors in the lawsuit who filed an amicus brief, recently put up a poll on Twitter asking the public what they thought the outcome of Ripple would be in 2023. 59% of those who answered said they expect a deal to be made between Ripple and the SEC, while 39% said they expect Judge Analisa Torres to make a decision. In general, it looks like January 18th was the last big date before Judge Torres makes a decision. The SEC sued Ripple for raising more than $1.3 billion by selling unregistered securities and XRP tokens. This is what led to the lawsuit. The outcome of that lawsuit will have a big effect on the cryptocurrency market as a whole, and it will also change the value of assets like XRP. If the SEC wins, it will set a rather bad legal precedent for the crypto market as a whole. This is why people in the industry are paying close attention to this case. It's clear that how the lawsuit goes has a direct effect on the price of XRP. After hearing about the lawsuit in 2020, the price of XRP dropped by almost 25% in April 2021. Ripple won a small victory when the judge gave them access to internal SEC documents. This caused the price of XRP to go over the $1 mark, which it hadn't done in 3 years. According to a tweet by defense attorney James Phillips on August 15, 2022, the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York dealt the SEC another blow when Judge Sarah and Ned Brown granted Ripple's motion to serve subpoenas to get a set of video recordings for authentication, rejecting the regulator's claim that Ripple was trying to reopen discovery. This was a response to the motion that Ripple's filed on August 3, 2022. And the ruling and opinion that came out earlier in July, Judge Sarah Ned Brown criticized the SEC for being dishonest and doing things that made it look like the regulator was taking positions in court cases to get what it wanted, not because it was the right thing to do. No matter what the outcome of the lawsuits is, it will have a long-term effect on the value of XRP. It's important to remember that if the SEC wins, XRP would only be considered a security in the U.S. because the regulator doesn't have power outside of the country. Ripple does a lot of business around the world, so this should help to fix some of the damage. Professor of Finance at the University of Sussex Carol Alexander thinks that XRP is different from all other cryptocurrencies. She thinks that you could start competing with the SWIFT banking system if Ripple wins its case against the SEC. SWIFT is a messaging network that banks use to send information and instructions in a safe way. In an interview with CNBC, Brad Garland House, the CEO of Ripple, talked about the possibility of going public after the SEC case is over. When Ripple goes public, the price of XRP will change in a big way over the next few years. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell if you want to be the first to know what's going on with XRP. In an interview with Axios at Crash 2022, Garland House said that the current price of XRP already takes into account the fact that Ripple will lose the case. What would change if Ripple lost the case? He also said that it was mostly the same as before. As for what Garland House thinks about the decision, he is betting that it will be in favor of Ripple. I think the facts are on our side, so I'm betting on that. I bet that because the law is on our side, he said, even though support for Ripple and XRP hasn't been universal, really, with Ethereum is Vitalik. But Aaron said recently that XRP had already lost the right to protection when they tried to throw us under the bus as being controlled by China. The lawsuit against the SEC is not just happening in court. The issue is often talked about in the news, and both sides have written many opinion pieces in which they often criticize each other. Just this month, the Wall Street Journal published articles about a heated argument between the market watchdog and the crypto company. In an opinion piece in the Wall Street Journal on August 10th, Secretary Chairman Gary Gensler repeated his position on what crypto assets are and how they should be regulated. Don't be confused. If a lending platform is selling securities, it is under the control of the SEC. Chairman Gensler went on to talk about the $100 million settlement between the regulator and BlockFi. He said that the crypto markets must follow securities laws that have been around for a long time. According to the terms of the settlement, FI has to change the way it does business to meet the requirements of the U.S. Investment Company Act of 1940. To sell its products, it also had to sign up under the Securities Act of 1933. In response to Chairman's opinion piece, Stu LDRD wrote a piece for the Wall Street Journal in which he took a shot at the regulator and didn't hold back. Al-Daredi said that Gensler was ignoring federal regulators and going beyond its authority, which was different from U.S. President Joe Biden's executive order, which told agencies to work together on crypto regulations. We need clear rules for crypto, not the SEC swinging its billy club to protect its turf at the expense of the more than 40 million Americans who work in the crypto economy. LDRD added a controversial article by Rosalind Leighton that was published in Forbes on August 28. The article said that the SEC's Crypto Assets Unit has been involved in over 200 lawsuits since 2017. Leighton says that this number shows that instead of making clear rules to make sure people follow them, the regulator would rather sue crypto companies to try to regulate by enforcement. Ripple CTO David Schwartz got into a fight with Vitalik but Aaron, co-founder of Ethereum, earlier this month. This happened after but Aaron made fun of XRP on Twitter. Schwartz replied to Peter's tweet, in which he said that miners in proof-of-work ecosystems like Ethereum are like stockholders in companies like eBay. I do think it's fair to compare stockholders and companies to miners and proof-of-work systems. In the same way, eBay stockholders make money from the problems that still exist between buyers and sellers despite what eBay does. Ethereum and Bitcoin miners do the same thing. Schwartz added, "At the moment, the crypto community is most interested in when the ruling might come out. Even though defense attorney James Phelan said the case should be settled before March 31st, the judge didn't agree." Notably, Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, said that the lawsuits would be settled on December 15th. But as time went on, Hoskinson was attacked, which made him decide to cut ties with the XRP community. Also, SEC and Ripple are fighting over how to seal a number of documents. In this line, the SEC had filed a motion to seal confidential documents, which Ripple has since fought against. Now we'll look at the prices. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell if you want to be the first to know what's going on with XRP. Now, it's not easy to predict how much XRP will cost in the future. But as long as there are cryptocurrencies, there will be crypto pundits who try to predict how the market will move. Ripple says that sales of their on-demand liquidity service, OTSL, have reached $2.1 billion so far this year, which is 9 times more than the same time last year. The report also said that Ripple has promised $100 million for activities that get rid of carbon, which is in line with their goal of being carbon neutral and their sustainability goals. According to the Ripple's Crypto Trends report, NFTs and CBDCs are still in their early stages, and as their potential is slowly realized, Ripple's network and the blockchain space as a whole will be affected. Experts have said that the price of XRP will go up in the coming years, but there are some who think that XRP will lose all of its value by the end of the decade. What will drive the price of XRP over the next few years? After the SEC lawsuit is over, we came to a decision about the IPO and partnerships with financial institutions, mass adoption, and CBDC ventures. So, guys, this video is over. If you liked it, please like the video if you did. Don't forget to sign up and hit the bell for alerts. This helps me a lot with how YouTube works. Also, you can help others get as much out of this video as you have by showing it to as many people as possible. Let's tell everyone about this, guys. If you are a real fan of cryptocurrency, you won't want to miss any of our content. We'll talk about the latest news that affects us all as a community tomorrow.